The Loud Spot podcast uses adult humor and adult language in its broadcast. It may be unsuitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Also, we are idiots. Please don't take anything we say offensive or to heart.
Oh, no! Oh, boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian. Underneath me, we got New Metal Messiah, Diego joining us. We got Kyler is with us. Sam's in the background, our producer. And, of course, we got Shawn Peter here from the band The Ghost Town Rebellion. He has been on the show, I don't know how many times now, dude. Is it like 3 or 4?
It's more than 4 now. You said at one time I was the most... I was one of the first people ever come on your show. So, and I got all these new folks that I need to meet. So this is really cool.
No, because Diego, Kyler started. I don't know when she started. A little bit before Diego.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Shawn. So when I first started the podcast, the Ghost Town Rebellion was one of the, I don't know what number, but definitely first 100 bands that was on the show, anyways. And we've grown a lot, and you've had some lineup changes in the Ghost Town Rebellion. So we're going to talk about that. But before we talk about that, I do want to remind everyone to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on all podcasting platforms. Totally forgot to say that. So there we go with that. And I want to say something. You know, when I go to California and I go to Vacaville, I always want to make it a point to come to Sacramento and come give you a visit. And I just never have the time to do it, man.
I know when you were, I think you went to a wedding a few months ago, and I was like, oh, let's go hang out. And you're like, yeah. It's like, I'm beelining to Reading, and then I'm coming back.
Yeah.
And I'm flying home.
Yeah, it was last month. It was in the
yeah, I know. I was like, oh, you're in here. Let's hang out. And you're like, I can't.
Wait,
I'm on a
we went out.
He lives all the way.
He went out with me. See, he's a jerk. He ditched you.
No, I was in Vacaville, and you came to Vacaville, and Shawn lives in, I know it's Sacramento area. I'm not sure if it's actually in Sacramento, but it's Sacramento area.
Yeah, I live just like 3 miles from downtown, so I live in one of the early suburbs of Sacramento.
Well, I will make it a point one day. I swear to God, I will come. We did get to hang out with. I saw Maddie from Malcontent. I saw Kyler, and then Anthony Ferrantino, who is their guitar.
Tony, yeah. And then I hung out with him the night before. Anyways, okay, so the Ghost Town Rebellion, new lineup changes in the band. Almost not even the same band anymore. No, it's not. It really is not. Well, we still have some old faces. Sarah, our new lead singer who sings lead with me, she actually did all the harmony work for the last 2 albums. And then she and I were in a band together, a grunge band, and she was my lead singer, and I did all the harmonies with her, called Foodie, about 10 years ago. It was a project I had right before I started the Ghost Town Rebellion, and right as my previous band, A Single Second, was kind of like running its course at that point, and I was kind of doing that as a side project. And we were trying to get it off the ground, but her ex-husband wouldn't let her tour, so we never really did anything. So, and then she's also my hairdresser, and she's been my roommate multiple times here and there when she needs a place to crash until she gets back on her feet. Here at times, she's always had a room in my house, so she's always crashed with us. And then finally, I think, when everyone was telling me to get back off the horse, when the big split happened last year, and I asked her if she wanted to come back to the front instead of just being a harmony backup singer, and she was totally into it. And then Raj, our bass player, he and I have been friends for like 25 years. He's originally from North Carolina. He was from a hardcore punk band called Sans Sobriety, and then he was the founder of an Americana band called Nevada Backwards. In the early 2000s, and we had a little project called Collie, and he was playing bass for us. And then he kind of wanted to focus on, I think, Nevada Backwards at the time. So that kind of split off, and that's kind of like when I started. Actually, that's right when I started, about 2002, A Single Second. And then we have a brand new guitar player. Her name is Alessandra Hudson. She's Italian. She just moved here, not even a year ago, from Italy, to get married to her wife, who lives in the Sacramento area.
Does she speak English?
She speaks very good English, and
Oh,
she
good.
has and she's awesome. Like she actually puts me in my place. She's like my little sister.
Hey, Shawn, shut the fuck up.
Exactly, and I actually appreciate that. I can be a little bit overbearing sometimes, you know. So yeah, she's like, no, we're gonna try it my way, and you're gonna either like it or not, but we're still gonna try it my way first. And then most of the time, I actually like her way. So you know, she puts me in my place, and she's funny. She's short. She looks like Thelma from Scooby Doo. She dresses like Joan Jett. And she plays like and stands like Billie Joe Armstrong from Green Day. That was like her favorite band growing up. So she's been a great addition. And then we have Matt Lanahan, who was in Sans Sobriety and Nevada Backwards with Raj, but unfortunately because of his family life and his work schedule, he can't commit to playing live because he's on call all the time. So
Dude,
he didn't want
that kind of makes it hard though, doesn't it, for your band to? Because I mean, you want you guys are you want to tour. You have toured.
Yeah, we have toured. We toured very extensively before COVID. And we were kind of getting our feet wet and playing a bunch of festivals the last 24 months. But we got Ryan Castevens from the Bay Area. He used to be in this pop punk band called Dexter Danger. And then he also plays locally in Sacramento in this kind of cover band called Sugar Beast. And he answered our ad and came out and we connected. And he's great. You know, we're just learning how to play together right now.
It's not hard, I wouldn't think, because I'm being from the Sacramento area myself. It's not hard when you want to get a band started. It's kind of easy, I think, to find members. It may be hard to find permanent members because it's just people are just unreliable sometimes. But why did the Ghost Town Rebellion? What was the split for? Like, why did the band kind of dismember?
I think it's just we were going in different directions, and I wasn't. We just started. And I think it just kind of came to the forefront last year. We got a couple of new members, and Mike and I have been just trudging through it for a long time. And they all of a sudden they came in the group, and they always wanted to start changing things right away. And I wasn't really too happy with the direction he wanted to go. And it came to the point by in the summer, I think we all knew they wanted to do their thing, and I wanted to do what I started with this group and keep that concept going. And they really wanted to change the focus of the music. And it was that's the simple answer. I wish them the best, and I hope they're very successful in what they're doing.
So they have a band now without you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's crazy, man. So pretty much, and they couldn't keep the Ghost Town Rebellion, even though it's like, because I guess you kind of started the Ghost Town Rebellion, like you were kind of the voice of the band, right?
I've always been the voice. It was my project, and I brought everybody in. Mike didn't even join the band until about the second year I was actually doing it. You know, he could still come back. And I told him when they did the split that I didn't want to stop working with them. I really enjoyed working with them, but on the positive side, I think they're doing some cool stuff. And I've heard some demos, and I'm very supportive of it. I hope they're successful.
Okay.
And I really like the direction I went. I'm really happy with the new members. Everyone's very excited to be here, and we're working well together. I mean, we have female harmonies, female leads, doing 4-part vocal harmonies. So it's kind of like almost Fleetwood Mac at this point doing, meets the Foo Fighters and Zach Brown bands. So we're doing some very, very serious harmonies especially on the material you guys haven't heard yet. I just sent you guys the new single because that's what comes out
right
Thursday West Coast time at 9 p.m. Midnight Friday morning, 12 a.m. Friday morning on the 30th on New York time.
Well, this is going to air after that is done. You always have when you were in the previous lineup, I was always confused because you also had a female in that band, but I didn't know if she was like a steady member or like a part-time member. I couldn't tell if she was like always in there or not.
We brought Ruby in to actually do all of Sarah's parts. Sarah did all the recording, and Ruby sang her parts on the last single we did, which was I Want to Know. But as far as the female vocal parts that we had on both Silver and Gold and El Dorado, that was all Sarah and Chelsea sang. I think Chelsea sang on 2 of the songs backing, but 99% of it was all Sarah doing all the vocal harmonies. Like Rabbit Hole, that's Sarah. That wasn't
okay.
Chelsea.
And so I think Diego will love this, or well, because you live in the Nashville area now. And you're from the same time period.
Yeah.
Sean had called himself. Kyle, you might like it too, but this is probably more Diego's. This is probably more Diego's style of music. He calls himself grunge with a twang.
Yeah,
Nice.
like our fans call us grit rock. So I always just say it's just like a grunge band with twang. So we have like banjos and lap steel and horn and like rock organ, but it's still really heavy and grungy at the same time.
Should be like.
If you were to come here, and that's kind of what I learned too when I moved to this area is they categorize that as rockabilly. And at first I was like, man, get out of here with that.
That's not rockabilly at all.
Yeah. And then turn around and you start listening to it and you're like, it's not rockabilly. That's not. And so yeah, as soon as you say grunge and you say twang, rockabilly. It's like, no.
Dude, but to me, real grunge with the twang would be like, hey, y'all riding my tractor, like some shit like that.
Yeah,
hey, y'all riding what?
Yeah,
but like more grungy with the vocals, like more 90s.
I like it.
With like if Nirvana sang a song about tractors and losing, his love of his life. Yeah. I'm playing like guitar as I'm talking, as if I know what I'm doing.
It was if you listen to the Zach Brown, Dave Grohl sessions, it's kind of like that. That's kind of like when that came out, I was kind of like, I want to do that, like I want to, because I'm very, blues and singer songwriter and Americana. That's all my roots, and so, but I still want to, play loud guitars and sing. But I want really nice vocals. I want really nice vocal melodies, and I want really, really nice vocal harmonies.
This new song has a hard edge to it from the beginning. What we're going to do is we're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back. Let's talk about the song a little bit, and then we'll play the music video for Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. So here we go, and we'll be right back with Shawn Peter from the Ghost Town Rebellion. All right, and we are back with Shawn from the Ghost Town Rebellion. Before you play the music video and the song, give us a little bit of, a little bit of what the song means and the recording process.
Well, Sarah and I wrote this song 10 years ago. It was actually our big hit in Foodie. And we actually did a version of it on our second album, and I wasn't really super happy with it because in the middle of recording, our computer crashed and we lost 99% of her vocal tracks. So Mike and I had to go back and fix it because she was completely unable to come into the studio and retrack all her vocals. So I wanted to, since she's back, she's in the band permanently now, and I want to do something that she knew and something that was really catchy. Originally, the song was about the market crash in 2009. I think we slightly tweaked some of the words, and that's why the new title is Yeah, 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 Inflation, Frustration, Help. So so we wanted to make it extremely relevant at what's going on with everyone's pocketbooks and all that. So when you're a little kid, if you go to school and you do everything and you cross your T's and dot your I's, you're supposed to be, an adult. And then all of us thought that. And then when we became adults, we're like, whoa, I'm just kind of making it up as I go by every day. And hopefully I don't end up on the street. So that's
I don't think I was ever prepared to be an adult. It just kind of happened one day.
No, I remember my first apartment I moved into. I was so excited. I move in, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, where's the toilet paper? So my ass went down to the manager's office and asked her, like, you forgot to put toilet paper in. And she was like, you're tripping. And that's when I realized I no longer wanted to be adult. Toilet paper.
You're never ready for it. It just hits you. You never know how not adult you are until you have the kids. And then you're like, I'll do anything for my kids except for tell them the truth about what happened to their ice cream.
Exactly. It's that midnight fridge bandit, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I told you guys, go to sleep. He comes out. He'll get your feet if you hang him off the bed and eat your ice cream. So
exactly,
you need to keep that shit cleaned up.
Mean.
I know I am.
Not everyone has kids, right? And we're gonna play a song here. But now here comes the question: is when you're younger and you're like mid-20s and you have a kid? 'Cause I had my daughter, I think when I was 26, my oldest one. Does that make you become an adult? Like, does that push that adulthood like sooner? Because I know some guys are like in their 30s that still act like they're 18 years old.
Oh, I still feel like I'm 18. I'm married and I don't. And I'm married. I have a house. I have fur babies, but we do not have kids. So
So you're
but
still
yeah.
act like you're 18 years old.
Well, to the point where I need to pay my mortgage and make sure the bills are paid and have toilet paper on the roll when I go to the
Very
bathroom.
important.
That's about as much adulting as I do, to be honest.
You make sure your mortgage is paid and you got toilet paper. Unless it's like mid-COVID and then you have no toilet paper.
No toilet paper whatsoever.
Well, I have
That's not your
toilet
fault.
paper.
Yeah, but during COVID, I was making sure that the bar was well stocked on a daily basis.
Yes.
But I think we instead of going to Costco every 3 months, we went to Costco every month, and that's why I've been doing the sober thing since January because my COVID weight got a little more than I wanted around the midsection.
I got a buddy. I went to his house and no one has toilet paper. Everyone's like struggling to find toilet paper. I go to his house. He has like a freaking hamper full of toilet paper, and I'm like, that's why no one's getting toilet paper because you're hoarding it all. And he says, I've always had this much toilet paper in my house. I'm like, you lie. You went out to Walmart and bought all this toilet paper, hoarded it, and you tell me you had all this toilet paper.
I forgot about that, but I already was stocked up before all that happened. I always have like 2 cases of toilet paper.
Sure you were. Sure. I believe
you were.
Yeah. About Matt, you didn't get the toilet paper during the COVID, huh? You were the one left with nothing, Sebastian.
I bought baby wipes. And they said don't flush it down your toilet, and I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm flushing it down the toilet.
That's because you gave a shit.
That's because I was taking a shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear the song. Yeah, by the Ghost Town Belly. And here we go. All right, there we go. Yeah by the Ghost Town Rebellion. Is it different writing with the new members? Is it like completely different, or is there still a lot of similarities? Because personalities clash sometimes, man.
It's my project. So like this is stuff that I actually already had, and they came in and learned the songs, and then I asked them to add their flavor to it, and they did in a very, very positive way. And if I didn't like something, I was like, I like where the direction you're going with it. Maybe a little bit more like this, and I'll try and explain to it, and then they'll split something back to me. And so I was really happy with it. And then we went in the studio and just, we tracked 4 songs. We finished 3 of them. We're still working on the 4th one.
I loved her outfit.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
so hot.
Yeah. Sarah came over and she's like, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's great."
Yeah, it was great.
It was great.
She looked
so,
hot.
Oh yeah, she's a knockout fox. So to be honest, but she's not. But she's also like really humble and super sweet. So she's not like.
Well, she looked good. I give her a 10.
Thank you.
I like how you said she's a knockout fox. To be honest, because what if you were like, she's a knockout fox to be lying to you? Like, does anyone ever say that?
They tell me that all the time. You're so good looking, Diego. And my mom's like, you're ugly.
Oh my God.
You're so good looking, man, to be lying to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start saying that to people, to be lying.
And you have to say it just like lying. You see how you even leaned into that one?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to talk to my microphone over here.
That. Lean with it, Cholo, with your hat. I see you.
Yeah. But yeah, the songwriting's been good. The songwriting's been really good. We got 4 new songs. Again, we were releasing the first one, and we're just gonna be doing singles, and then this time next year do a full-length album. So Dean says hi, by the way, Sebastian.
Oh, right on. You still talk to Dean on a regular basis?
Dean still handles all our business. So
he does.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that. Right on.
Yeah. So still working with Dean, and he's very excited. Like when he got the video, like we weren't supposed to shoot that until end of May. We ended up shooting that in April because we used the same videographers, Devin and Jason, who did the Rabbit Hole video, and the original concept.
That was such a good video too, Rabbit Hole.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
And then the original concept was I wanted to do a simple performance, black and white film noir video, and then I was like, all I could give them was like, as far as the direction, I showed them The Cure's Hot, 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 and I'm like, that's what I want to do. This is the vibe I want. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but and then they had the room was over at House of Hits Southwatt, one of the big practice rooms. And during COVID is where all the bands are doing like live streams. And so we rented that out for the day. And I was going to do black and white. And when I got over to the editing day and they had already done all the color tones and stuff. And Devon's all like, "Oh," I go, "Shawn, if you want to do this in black and white, I'm going to hit you in the nuts." And I was like, no. We're going to do this color. We're going to do the color. The color looks fantastic.
Don't hit me in the nuts.
Yeah. So, we filmed it in like 3 or 4 hours, and we edited it in like took us a full day to do the editing. I think they got half of it done. Did all the hard work before when I got there because they did all the color matching and all that. And then all we kind of had to do was kind of pick which pieces go together because I think we just did straight takes. I think like, and then the coolest and the most difficult thing was the piano. That thing weighed like 5,000 pounds, and it was literally sitting like 20 feet outside of the door that we were filming in the room. And it weighed and it took us like 6 people and it took us like 15 minutes to drag this piano into the thing. And then it just got really cool and weird. And so
do pianos weigh 5,000 pounds? Is that a real number?
No.
You just make that up.
No. Pianos are very, very heavy. You got to figure they're basically like a harp with keys. And if you look at a bass, that's what a piano's based off of, a harp. If you look actually at an upright or grand piano, it's basically a harp with keys with mallets and stuff on it. And they're very, very temperamental. Like you move a piano like a foot, like in your house, you got to call a tuner to have it retuned. It goes out of tune. So it's like, when you
ever seen those like apartments in like New York City where someone's moving like a grand piano up to their like, well, I've only seen it in movies. I've never seen it in real life. But I imagine that's real life with like the ropes and like pulling the piano up. I think that's real.
Most people
do that shit.
That's real, but most people use cranes now. They actually hire a crane. If you have the money, you hire a crane, and they get
technology, right?
Yeah, technology, and use the crane, and then you take out windows of your apartment, and then you have a grand piano put in. You have the windows put back in.
Next, he's going to ask, does the anvil really fall down on the coyote chasing?
It does. It does.
It
And then
does.
they get that whoop bump. Whoop.
Yep.
On the top.
So there's this segment I do on my radio show every now and again, and I want to kind of integrate it into this. I think it's something fun. It's like a rapid fire. There's not really names. It's just rapid fire. It's 5 questions.
For you.
It's going to be 5 rapid fire questions, kind of let everybody fill you out and see what your personality is all about. So you ready? Here we go.
Okay.
All right. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
That dog. I love that
Dogs.
cartoon.
I like it. Burgers or tacos?
Definitely tacos.
Yes, my man. 1 year at the North Pole or 2 years in the Sahara?
1 year in the North Pole. Don't get me in the desert.
Really? I went the other way.
Yeah.
I'd go with Sahara, though, I think.
Yeah, get out. 2 years. I spent 3 years in the Sahara, over a month in the North Pole.
I like cold
Would
weather.
Oh, you're a cold weather guy? I can't do it. I can't do it. Would you rather see out of your ears or smell out of your feet?
I'll see out of my ears because my feet are terrible.
And last TV show you binged on.
Last TV show I binged on, I've been watching New Girl again for like the 20th time. So.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even know what New Girl is. I would have thought you said Mandalorian.
I got into New Girl like halfway, and then I just started doing something else one day, and I never went back to it. So I may have to revisit that.
The Mandalorian, season 3 wasn't as cool as the other two.
I agree. It wasn't that great. And you know, Sam actually got us onto the Mandalorian, and me and my wife were like, "Nah, we're not gonna like it." First episode, we were hooked. Still.
Yeah, they
All right. Last question, I guess. We'll get you out of here pretty soon. Actually, 2 questions. Are a lot of the songs that you're writing now with the new lineup for the Ghost Town Rebellion, are a lot of them older songs that were pre-written that you have some of these new members learning that have not been released yet?
Yes. There was two more that were pre-written, and then a fourth one I was working on. But we're already writing new material between the 5 of us. So
nice.
we'll have all. So
that's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. So we have a. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No. You go. No, you go.
No. So we have the 4th one we haven't finished yet. We're still. We're going to take a restab at how we're doing the vocal melodies and stuff. Music's pretty much done. Structure's done. I was listening to we were all listening to the vocals back, and we all felt like they could be a lot stronger. So we're going to go back and do it, and then. All the new songs are definitely, it's either Sarah and I doing a duet, we're doing banner back and forth, or it's either me. It's either me taking a lead or her taking the lead, and Alessandra's and Raj are coming in with their vocal harmonies as well. So
I was gonna say it has to be exciting to, even though it's a new. I mean, it has to be exciting with the new lineup. It's almost like it's a new project, same band, same kind of project, but it's a different product you're putting out, which has to be fun and exciting at the same time.
Yeah, it was kind of like when Stevie Nicks went solo and she unofficially joined Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. They were her backing band for her first couple of solo albums. So Tom was actually writing songs for her. So that's kind of like what I'm doing for Sarah right now.
Cool. Right on. What were you going to say? You were going to say something?
No, he wasn't going to say anything.
Okay, that was okay. Good. All right. Okay. I was just making sure. I thought there was something else he was going to say.
He is so out of it tonight. So out.
This is his show. He's the only one to talk.
That's right. No one else. Everyone else shut the fuck up real quick.
Democracy.
Well, I say something. I gotta say something. You guys aren't planning on any tours anytime soon, then? But are you guys doing any shows, local shows?
Yes. Okay. We're playing our first show in Placerville on the 4th. At the Placerville Public House. We're down in Winters, California at the Green River Tap Room on the 12th of August.
We're in the area, Kyler.
Wait, you're going to Winters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Woodland.
Okay. We're going to be at the Green River on the 12th with our friends They Went Ghost. So they're gonna open the show, and
that's
I get to go. You don't.
That's Colby and Colby
Stansel, Joe. Freaking! Oh my god! And then Joey's been in my band a long time ago. I can't remember his last name right now.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Sullivan.
This is way too many
I know
NorCal
Joe
people in one
Sullivan.
area.
Yeah. Oh, you know, so Joe Sullivan's in. They went Ghost. He's going to be playing with. I think he's shipped. I think he's still in the band. I mean, he kind of started the band with Colby.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, I'm so going. I want to see. I haven't seen him since I lived in Vacaville.
Yeah.
Whoa, small world.
So yeah, we're doing that on August 12th from 7 to 10, and then we're playing Chalk It Up in Sacramento. It'll be our first Sacramento show on Sunday, September 3rd. It's a big art and music festival, and all the proceeds go to a youth and art and music programs. And so it's all volunteer. All the band. It's for 3 days. It's their 33rd year they've done it, and people rent chalk squares on the sidewalk in this park. It's just a big full square block of Sacramento, and they usually raise around, I think, $150,000 a year from donations and all that, and all those proceeds go towards schools and youth and art programs throughout the year. And then that's all we have confirmed so far.
Right on.
I think we're going to play something in late September, and then probably the night before Thanksgiving. But I think we're just kind of get our feet wet and see how that goes. I've done some acoustic gigs with Alessandra and Sarah, and those have been going really well. So we're excited to finally do it as a full rock band again.
Well, I'm happy that I'm happy that you guys got the band back together, because when I talked to you a while back, you kind of said that something different. So I'm happy you guys are back together, making music again. Happy you're still working with Dean. So shout out to him, such a nice guy, and everything that he does.
Yeah.
So check out the Ghost Town Rebellion if you're in the Northern California area. Hopefully, maybe someday you guys can do tours again, and maybe everyone in your band will allow for that. Like I said earlier, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on all podcasting platforms. Check out the Ghost Town Rebellion. Sean, thank you again. Peace out, rock on, and much love.
This is the Loud Spot outro by Nothing Short of Tragic. Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does Nothing Short of Tragic have his back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. A pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.